said, but he didn't. God abandoned. He just creates us and let us alone. God abandoned us. I'll say, but that's another name for freedom. You should just shift the perspective. Or to put it in another way, and I'm here, I'm basing my reading on some very good theologists from my beloved Chesterton onwards. In other religions, to simplify it very much, you have God, man. We have fallen from God, so the idea is let's climb back through some stupid spiritual exercises, whatever you want. Like, let's get rid of our sinful nature, let's go back to God. The Christian solution is a totally different one. It is this one. Okay, let's say you, an ordinary believer, find yourself totally abandoned by God. So what's the way out of it? Not, okay, let me do some good works or self-punishment to become clean. No, it's that at that point, when I'm totally abandoned by God, I identify with Christ, who finds himself in exactly the same position with the famous Father, Father, have you forsaken me? So that it's a wonderful insight that you should see in a very Hegelian way how our separation, we overcome our separation from God, not by rejoining God, but by realizing that this separation is separation also of God from himself. That at that point we are divine. Because again, the ultimate moment of divinity is that moment of, as Gilbert Keith Chesterton put it, the moment when God himself becomes an atheist. You know, because remember, on the cross, when Christ says, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani, Father, he for a brief moment becomes a non-believer, which is a crazy moment. You find this in no other religion. In other religions, you do find men who abandon God. Where do you find God who abandons himself? And again, the Christian solution is not, you suffer, you are low, but don't worry, there are good news. No, there are no good news. Good news are only a different shift of perspective on the bad news. We remain abandoned by God. God will not come to save us, as even conservative theologians who are not stupid knew, like Paul Claudel, my favorite French conservative Catholic. He says very nicely that the ultimate secret of Christianity is not trust God. Things may look bad, but God will help you. No, it's the opposite. God needs our help. Only we can save God. In other words, the divine, and some theosophic speculation, I will not go into it, we don't have time to lose here, develop this in a wonderful way where they claim that the secret of incarnation is not that God did something heroic to redeem us. God without incarnation is not fully God. God incarnates himself in man to become fully God. That's the solution of one of my favorite, apart from Hegel, German idealist Schelling, who developed in his Heidegger claim, that these two texts, especially Freiheitsschrift, Schelling's text on the essence of human freedom, and later Weltalter, fragments on the ages of the world, he developed this how God produced Logos, gave birth to Logos, Son. Schelling literally said this, to save himself from his own madness. It was, if I may be cynical, a kind of psychiatrists say if you are caught in psychosis, you need creative therapy, through work. Well, that's what God did. And if you think I'm bluffing, some very intelligent Protestant theologists came to the same conclusion. Like a Norwegian friend of mine gave me a reference and he translated some parts to me because it's not a well-known book, famous only in Norway. The guy's name is Peter Wessel Zakve, a book on Protestantism God. It's a reading of Book of Job. And you know what's his reading? What does Job discover when he encounters God, when he realizes that God is doing very strange things, punishing him for nothing, and so on. Here is a quote from Zapffe. Job finds himself confronted with a world ruler, God, of grotesque primitiveness, a cosmic cave dweller, a braggart and blusterer, almost agreeable in his total ignorance of spiritual culture. What is new for Job is not God's greatness in quantifiable terms. That we knew fully in advance. What is new is God's qualitative baseness. And I think this is masked inside also of the big Protestant topic of predestination. You mean God was simply playing a brutal game with us? He didn't care. God decided in advance, you are redeemed, you are lost, totally irrespective of what we are doing. And I think this is the right line. I think that as intelligent Protestants saw it, this Catholic way of linking our salvation to our good works introduces immediately an element of handling, of financial transaction. I see that child drowning, should I do it or not? Well, I may gain salvation, so fuck it, why not do it, you know? It makes our good deeds part of a, almost, I would say, financial investment into future, no? But as Luther put it very intelligently, if there is predestination, then the solution is pure goodness. Because you see a child drowning, sorry for this pathetic example, and you know very well that it will not help your salvation in any way if you help the child or not. So it's only goodness that makes you that.
C switch to low bitrate, DPC, 485 kbps, 34 milliseconds.
The fuck? Connect. My goddamn watch connect. Holy fuck.
Makes you do it. Sorry, we are here. Yes. So let's go on here. What in this position where the solution is not some kind of a reunification of God with man, we overcome our alienation of God through a simple realization that God is already alienated from himself, self-abandoned. I like to apply here to divinity Hegel's wonderful reading of ancient Greek statues which are impenetrable for us, like what does the Sphinx mean? And you know what's Hegel's formula? The secrets of ancient Greeks, secrets for us, were already secrets for ancient Greeks themselves. And Hegel's theology is precisely this one, that the secrets of divinity are secrets also for divinity itself. This is the old mystical topic. Hegel goes there into that line. You find it in Meister Eckhart and all other guys, that to bring history into God himself, what happens on our earth, our theological activity, decides the fate of God himself in a way. It's the other way around. It's not that God decides. No, we in our struggles, we fight for the fate of God himself. So how to bring this, and now it comes, maybe it will be a little bit difficult, the proper theological point. I think I improvised a little bit already in my classes about this. Does this mean that Protestantism simply abolishes our freedom? Everyone who knows Luther
C switch to main BBC 1245 kbps 31 milliseconds.
Storm's coming. Better get indoors. Do I want to... I want to go to 3rd Street? 3rd or Union? Let's just bike up the road to GA. To the Gap. do.
C switch to low bitrate, DPC, 109 kbps, 929 milliseconds.
Oh, it's windy. It is. I can't see shit. Too many headlights. Can we just go all the way down Union? We'll probably take 9th back up when we come off the Red Hook. Oh yeah. We got the window to our back. It's a little way, so it's gonna be nice. Union Street goes one way, but I think we can cross the bridge. I think we can, like, I think it's even legal to send them. weird how they done this. Ride this to the other canal. Or not the canal, sorry, the highway. This side of the road is not Oh, we're at the highway. Holy. park is great.
Come on, boys, yo.
You can see the wind is going direct against me on the way back. So I better get back before the wind. Let's go down to the park. Oh shit. Speeded there. There's no guards up here. Sometimes there's people up here enforcing the rule. Let's hello. Weird. One of my relays isn't working. And I don't know why. we're gonna go to Strong Rope Brewing. I'm gonna get me a drink. I don't think I'm gonna stay there though. The weather is really shitty. Weather's super shitty. What is going on? I can't see. Make this car so bright. Woo! Wide turn. Wide turn. God, our guy. Never seen that guy move. But good to know he moves around a bit. So I always see him sitting there, usually surrounded by the birds. He's the bird man. Like a fucking John Wick character. Ooh, gross. What did I do is run over. Ran over a bunch of mud. this part of Van Dyke is cobble. Okay. So I go on the sidewalk, but sidewalks are usually kind of full.
And then it releases a small amount of pepper spray.
Switch to low bit rate. EPC.
Right.
357 kbps. 1,145 milliseconds.
What's going on here?
Within the next 30 years, kind of like enjoyed that last one.
Whoop. Whoop. Oh my god. I barely touched it. I barely touched it, but I barely touched it. No one even came for it. Do I want the 8, 3, or the 11? Let's do the 11. Hold on, I'm just gonna get these two to go.
Go, you got it. All right, that's 21. Go. Cheers.
Thank you.
Take care.
I forgot there was no reception down there. Oy, oy, oy. getting beat up. Are we back? We're back, baby. Sorry about that. Strong rope doesn't have any reception. There's literally none. Alright, we're heading back. Heading back to Bing. Chill. Fortunately, the wind is going to be in our face the whole way back. Yay! Don't make me slow down on the wind. This is gonna be a hard uphill. Won't be fun. Don't do it. Don't do it. Luckily, this protected bike lane, it protects us from the wind. It's kind of nice. tired tonight. Hello. Doggies. I'm about to go into the darkness. I'm going straight through the park. We're not even gonna ride down the hill. It's not really worth it today. The wind's gonna be in our face. So we're gonna go straight through. Yeah.
What is it like in NYC?
Oh, it's great. The weather's nice. There's a nor'easter going through though. So it's kind of stormy. It's gonna really storm tomorrow. This place needs the rain though.
Have you ever heard of Risk of Rain? This soundtrack is in that game.
Risk of Rain? I played that at PAX West in, what year is it? I think 2018 PAX West. I think it's the same game. Oh shit, raccoons. I didn't realize this was in that soundtrack though. I haven't played it very much. Oh, am I gonna skate? This light is not very good, so I can't really see. Up. Nice. This light is a lot better than the other light I had on. You can actually see. Let's keep it solid. Post shift at the boathouse.
Do you cycle like this often?
make the light.
Skyline looked like a stained glass window. The city sang such magic. 4 bare feet on a rainy summer street.
It's my jam when I was
Rushed feet.
delivering food in the city late at night. Bump it up. Up.
Disappeared in camera flash. Riding the black girl never last. Lost in gin and lemonade. Electro spins in the mud.
Parade. Alright, that's it. I'm getting off. Might be gaming in a little bit. Might be gaming. Stay tuned. That's it for me. Good night.
Time to go into it, but I have it written, a detailed analysis of the tension between Martin Luther and, of course, Thomas Müntzer, the great theologist of the German peasant revolt. Maybe this will surprise you, but I'm almost more on the early Luther's side. He was right, Müntzer, in criticizing Luther for his compromisation, taking the side of the masters and so on. But Müntzer, I think, comes all too close then to this perverse instrumental position which comes close to totalitarianism. Because Luther was right, and this was his greatest theological insight, to insist on divine impenetrability, which read in materialist way doesn't mean God knows what he is doing, we just cannot penetrate it. It means that quote from Zappa, God is crazy, doesn't know it. So Luther warned against precisely what we call today fundamentalism. Any position of an agent, historical, who, my God, what is happening here? I'm getting superstitious. Yesterday it was one, at least they are not black cats, and we will survive there. But it's the Maoist movement, one divides into two, no? Yesterday was one. Okay, sorry, let's go on. Luther comes too close to this, seeing his political movement as direct instrument of the divine will. And this is what Luther is right to prohibit. He insists on this radical impenetrability. There is predestination, but we never know what is predestination. Like, our lives are decided in advance, but we cannot ever know it. So it's absolutely prohibited to claim